This is Thena. Thena is a 7-year-old unregistered mare that is for sale. She belongs to a client of mine that I've worked horses for in the past. She brought Thena to me to ride her, evaluate her, and make a video of what we did with her. And while we had her, she really took easy to tracking cows. I don't know if she had ever seen a cow before, but she did take pretty easy to it. She was comfortable going into the herd and pushing through the group. That did not seem to worry her at all. And she didn't mind when she had cows on both sides of her. She was really comfortable with that too. She seemed to have a knack with tracking pretty good. When she was locked on, she didn't need a whole lot of help to stay there. And then when she would lose the cow, we just kind of redirected her and put her back on the cow. And really seemed to have a knack for working cows. Since she's unregistered, I don't know how she's bred, but she seemed like she's definitely got some cow blood in her. She's a little bit cowy. And we also worked her with a rope. I don't know if she had ever had a rope mess with her before, but she really took to that easy also. It's quite possible that she had been worked with a rope before. And we're obviously not ropers. If you were to want to take her that direction, a good roper, I'm sure, could do something with her. But the other side of that is if you wanted to do something like ranch trail, where you would be roping at a dummy sitting still, she seems to really, I think she might excel in that. Ranch trail would possibly be a good event for her. She stands good, and I think she would score good if she was showed in ranch trail. She could use a little bit more work with her neck reining. We were able to get most everything done one-handed with neck reining, and then follow through with legs. She would move off of our legs also, but she would probably need a little bit more work with neck rein to accomplish some other more advanced things. I've not measured her, but I would say she's probably somewhere in 14.2, 14.3 range. She's not a real big horse, but she's not a tiny horse either. That spot you see on her back, we bathed her earlier. That's a wet spot. That's all that is, where she had laid in her stall and washed her butt off before we saddled her up. That's all that darker spot is just being wet from where we rinsed her this morning before we saddled her. Since we're not ropers, she has definitely had plenty of practice standing still while we build a loop. She's definitely good with that, and you'll see we do catch here in a minute a couple of times, and she's definitely very comfortable with the rope. The rope does not bother her at all. Anywhere it touches her on her body, her hips, her back legs, or whatever, it doesn't bother her at all. And we caught one there, and she did not even flinch when the cow was pulling and kind of jumping around with the rope behind her. So she's definitely very comfortable with that. And just to kind of show you how broke she is, she just stands still, and we was able to stand and build and throw a couple loops, and this really laid back, easygoing horse. This is a really good-minded mare. I think overall she's a very safe mare. She has not offered to bite, buck, kick, or anything like that. She seems very safe. Now that I've told you all the good things and nice things about how nice this mare is, there's one negative thing I do need to tell you about in full disclosure. I'm not going to sell a horse that I think there's a hole and not tell you what that hole is. I have seen this mare move a couple of times in some different ways that makes me think that she needs to be evaluated for EPM. When I watch her move, it's like the back end is just, the coordination isn't quite what it ought to be. Like it has trouble keeping up with the front end. You'll see here when you watch her move. And the owners are aware of this, and they really like this horse. They have more horses than what they can ride, and they're looking for somebody that's willing to have this horse evaluated and treat it for EPM, if that is the case. And they are willing to entertain offers and would like to know about the home that she would be going to make sure that she's going to the right home that's going to give her what she needs.